Most men over 60 don't realize it's their colors quietly aging them. Not the fit, not the fabric, the colors. A great outfit in perfect condition and the wrong palette will make you look 10 years older without you ever knowing why. Color is the first thing people register, before the fit, before the fabric. It affects how your skin looks, how your face reads, how much energy your presence projects. Get it wrong, and everything else suffers quietly. Most men over 60 are still wearing the colors they wore at 40. But the face has changed, the hair has changed, the skin tone has shifted. Colors that flattered you at 40 can wash you out or harden your features at 60. On this channel, we focus on classic menswear and practical style for men over 60 who want to look sharp and respected, without overcomplicating it. No trends, just what actually works. In this video, the colors quietly aging men over 60, why they're working against you, and exactly which ones to wear instead. As we age, our natural coloring softens. Hair turns gray or white, skin tone becomes lighter and more neutral. The contrast between hair, skin, and eyes gradually reduces, and this changes everything about which colors work for you. When your contrast was high, dark hair, light skin, strong colors worked with your face. Now, with softer, grayer coloring, those same colors can overwhelm you. You disappear behind the color rather than being framed by it. Now here's the part nobody talks about. This isn't about looking older or younger, it's about harmony. A color that harmonizes with your hair and skin makes you look more alive, more present. One that clashes does the opposite, subtly enough that most men never connect the two. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. The real question isn't, do I like this color? It's, does this color make my face look better or worse? Picture this: two men, same age, same build. One wearing a color that harmonizes with his gray hair. Face looks clear, defined, present. The other wearing a color that competes with his softened coloring, washed out, tired, flat. Same man, completely different impression. The shift after 60 is simple. Move toward colors with warmth, softness, or quiet depth. Move away from colors that are too harsh, too bright, or too cold for your current natural tone. Takeaway: your color palette needs to evolve with your natural coloring. What worked at 40 may be working against you now. And once you understand why color changes, the first specific mistake becomes impossible to ignore. This next one is the color most men over 60 reach for instinctively, and it's quietly doing damage every single time. Here's the color most men over 60 rely on too heavily, and the one that quietly ages them more than any other. Black. Full, pure, unbroken black. Black shirts, black trousers, black jacket, sometimes all three at once. Black has a place in a well-dressed man's wardrobe, but that place shrinks after 60. As hair turns gray and skin tone softens, pure black creates a harsh contrast that pulls attention to everything you don't want noticed: lines, texture, unevenness. Now here's the part nobody talks about. Black doesn't just create harsh contrast, it flattens. A man in head-to-toe black loses dimension. One dark block. No depth, no warmth. Instead of looking sharp, he looks heavy and closed off. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. Black feels safe. It matches everything. But safe isn't the same as good. Against gray hair and softer skin, black is no longer the safe choice it once was. Picture this: silver gray hair, black turtleneck, black trousers. The contrast between white hair and black fabric is stark and harsh. The outfit draws attention to age rather than to the man. He looks older, not sharper. Now compare that to the same man in charcoal, deep navy, or dark olive. Same depth. But the softer tone works with his gray hair rather than fighting it. He looks composed, intentional, the color supports him. The fix is simple. Don't eliminate black, reduce it. One element, not the whole outfit. When you reach for dark colors, reach for navy, charcoal, or deep olive first. Everything black does, none of the harshness. Takeaway. Black is not the safe neutral it once was after 60. Replace it with navy, charcoal, and deep olive. Your face will immediately look more alive and more present. And once the black is reduced, the next color mistake becomes equally clear. It's almost the opposite problem, and it's just as common. Here's the other side of the mistake: going too light. Colors so pale they blend with softened skin tone and gray hair and make the whole face disappear. Very pale pastels worn close to the face, light lavender, baby blue, pale yellow, off-white worn when skin tone is already very light. Colors so close to the skin tone that there's no contrast left to define the face. Now here's the part nobody talks about. Contrast defines. When there's enough contrast between your shirt color and your skin tone, your face looks clear, sharp, and present. When that contrast disappears, when the shirt is almost the same tone as your skin, the face loses definition. You look tired, faded, not distinguished, just old. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. They avoid dark colors and overcorrect into colors so pale they create the opposite problem. The goal is the right contrast level for your skin and hair, not darkest, not lightest. Picture this: light gray hair, fair skin, very pale blue shirt, almost white. Face and shirt red as one flat colorless plane. Nothing to define the face. Washed out, not fresh, just pale. Same man in a medium blue Oxford or chambray. Enough color to create contrast, enough depth to define the face. Not dark, not harsh, just present. Sharper, more intentional. Same hair, same skin, better color. Find your contrast range. Light gray or white hair, fair skin, you need enough saturation for clean contrast. Medium blue, soft teal, warm beige, muted olive, not pale, not dark, just defined. Takeaway. Colors that wash you out are just as aging as harsh ones. Find the contrast range that defines your face and stay in it. And once you understand both extremes, too dark and too light, the next mistake is about something most men have never been taught at all. Here's the color principle most men over 60 have never thought about, and one of the most impactful. Warm versus cool tones. And why, after 60, most men need to shift slightly warmer than they think. As we age, skin loses some of its warm undertones, becoming slightly cooler and more neutral. When you put cool colors against already cool skin, stark whites, cold grays, icy blues, the face looks drawn, pale, or unwell. No warmth left to balance it. Now here's the part nobody talks about. Adding even a small amount of warmth does something remarkable. It brings color back to the face. Skin looks healthier, eyes look brighter. The whole impression becomes warmer, in the truest sense. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. Pure white because they've always worn it, cold gray because gray is neutral, but both are cool. If your skin is already cool, you're amplifying the problem. The shift is subtle but powerful. Pure white, off-white, or cream. Cold gray, warm gray, or taupe. Icy blue, medium blue, or chambray. Small adjustments, but the effect on how your face reads is immediate. Picture this: gray hair, stark white shirt, cold charcoal trousers. Everything looks correct, but the face looks flat. Same man in off-white shirt and warm mid-gray trouser. Face looks healthier, eyes look clearer, more alive, without changing anything except the temperature of the colors. The fix is simple. Audit your wardrobe for cool-toned basics and replace them with slightly warmer versions. Same colors, Just warmer temperature within them, small shifts, real results. Takeaway. A slight shift toward warmer tones does more for your face than almost any other style decision. Same colors, just warmer. Pay attention to temperature, and once warm and cool tones are understood, the next mistake brings everything together. It's about how colors work in combination, not just individually. Here's the mistake that makes even well-chosen colors fall apart. Wearing too many at once, without a system. Colors that don't relate to each other, four competing for attention. No visual hierarchy, no focal point. A man in olive trousers, burgundy shirt, brown shoes, gray jacket, navy cap, each piece fine individually. Together, five different signals, no direction. The eye doesn't know where to land. Instead of sharp, he looks scattered. Now here's the part nobody talks about. An outfit needs a color logic, a relationship between pieces that feels intentional. When it exists, even simple pieces look considered. When it doesn't, even expensive pieces look like an accident. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. They choose each piece separately without asking how they look together. Individual quality doesn't create outfit quality. Relationship between pieces does. The system is simple. One dominant color, trousers or jacket. One supporting color, the shirt. One accent, shoes or belt. Three colors maximum, each with a clear role. Nothing competing, everything supporting. Picture this. Navy trousers, white shirt, camel shoes and belt. Three colors. Clean hierarchy. Navy anchors, white lifts, camel grounds. Every element has a job. Intentional and took exactly as long to put together as any other outfit. Once the three-color foundation is working, add 1 point of texture, a soft stripe, a slightly textured jacket. Colors stay controlled. Texture adds depth. The result is quietly sophisticated. Takeaway. Color without a system is just noise. Three colors, clear roles, intentional relationships, the difference between an outfit that looks right and one that looks random. Here's where everything becomes practical. You know what to avoid. Here are the colors that actually work for men over 60. The ones that support the face, complement graying hair, and work across almost every occasion. First, navy. The most versatile color available to a man over 60. Warmth without heaviness, contrast without harshness, works with gray hair the way almost no other dark color does. Navy trousers, jacket, polo, all work, all flattering. Second, camel and tan. These warm earth tones create a soft contrast next to gray hair that makes the face look more alive and the hair look intentionally distinguished. A camel sport coat or tan chinos next to gray hair is one of the most flattering combinations available. Third, off-white and cream, not stark white. These provide contrast close to the face without harshness. A cream shirt or off-white Oxford immediately makes the face look cleaner, warmer, and more defined. Fourth, medium blue. Not pale, not dark, medium. Chambray, mid-blue Oxford, soft blue polo creates clean contrast with gray or white hair, complements most skin tones. The most underused blue in most men's wardrobes. Fifth, olive and warm gray. Depth without harshness. They add warmth, ground the outfit, and complement graying hair without competing with it. Versatile, masculine, consistently flattering. Picture this. Warm gray trousers, off-white shirt, camel sport coat, tan leather shoes, all warm, all complementary. Gray hair looks intentional, face looks defined, presence looks composed, not because of price or brand, because of the colors. Now here's the part nobody talks about. These five families share one quality: warmth with enough contrast to define the face without overwhelming it. Not exciting colors, not statement colors, colors that make the man wearing them look like the most put-together version of himself. Build your wardrobe around navy, camel, off-white, medium blue, and warm neutrals. Add depth with charcoal or deep olive when needed. Reserve black for rare occasions, not as a daily default. Takeaway: the right colors don't shout, they support. Navy, camel, off-white, medium blue, warm gray. The colors that work after 60. Own them, wear them consistently. This isn't about color theory, it's about looking like the sharpest version of yourself every day. Which of these color mistakes are you still making? Drop it in the comments. And if you want straight, no-nonsense style advice for men who value confidence over trends, go ahead and subscribe. Next video, the watch mistakes quietly aging men over 60, and exactly what to wear instead.